Hello, people of YouTube, and welcome back. So, yeah, I'm going to do a bit of an ad hoc video here. I actually did do a collection video the other day, but I think I mentioned about like doing videos and stuff like that. And I can't be arsed at it. I've been really busy, still really busy. I've got another side hustle on the go. So, yeah, I've just not stopped. I did, like I said, I did make a video, and it will come up. It will come up probably in like 3 months' time or something. But I wanted to make this video quick for two reasons. First up, it was the Black Country gaming market a couple of days ago, which I stalled at and bought all the games that I'm going to be showing you here today at. But yeah, the main reason is it's going to be a live stream this weekend over at Gordon Gib84's channel. It's going to be 24 hours and five big tubers. Say big, probably just a bit chunky maybe. There's going to be me, Dylan, Gordon, Gib84, the Ink Northerner, the Almighty Retro Bear, and who's the other one? Oh yeah, Ross. Bwahaha. Why did I forget him? I don't know. But yeah, we're all going to be going up to Scotland, and we're going to be in this room, surrounded, that we can't escape until the 24 hours is up, and we've made a boat ton of money. So you guys need to come over. It's all for charity. It's all for the Glasgow Children's Hospital. I will put links down below of either where to donate a bit of money or and where to see it. So yeah, we'll probably put a bit more information as and when it happens and stuff like that. So everyone knows where to go. So yeah, really looking forward to that. Just, I mean, great to see everyone, but it'll be great to make a bit of money for needy people, really, like little kids. There's going to be like competitions and stuff like that, raffles. I think we're going to be doing a way to like the more like every £10 that you donate, you'll be put into a raffle to win like awesome prizes, including so my side hustle that I've started is making rugs. So I started making rugs and I sold a couple over at the gaming market, which I felt really pleased about because it was like it's not easy making rugs. I'm not making mega money. I'm literally making like £3 an hour or something stupid like that, but it's worth it because it's just nice to see people like enjoy the product that you've made. And yeah, it's really been therapeutic. But yeah, I've not made it yet 'cause I'm doing like stupid like long hours shifts at the moment, so I'm not feeling up for the rug making. Like I started doing it the other day when I did like a 12-hour shift and was up until like 1 o'clock in the morning making rugs, and it just killed me off. It was just too much, and I can't do it again. So unfortunately, the rug will be made after the stream, but it will be an awesome rug, and you will enjoy it. Whoever wins it will love it. So yeah. Anyway, that is the stream. Like I said, there'll be links below. Gordon is a top fucking guy for putting it on. So everyone give him some praise. At least give him a follow if you don't follow him anyway, because like he's a top guy. But yeah. Anyway, it was the what was it? The Black Country Gaming Market the other day, and yeah, so it's stalling out. It's run by Dana at Hidden Chest Gaming. Hidden store of, like, no one seems to really talk about it, but like a great store, great owners. And yeah, they put on another banging event. In fact, this is like every event seems to be getting a little bit better than the last. This one moved into a different venue, and yeah, like absolutely spot on. They had like a little event. I don't think people realized there was going to be like a little event thing where people were playing like Tekken and Sonic and stuff like that. I don't know if there was any prizes, but or if it was just for the recognition of it all and stuff. But yeah, like great idea for a little expo. Just have something like a little bit extra. I always like these events because it just feels like a community feel. It doesn't feel like as commercial as the other ones. The others just feel like they just want you in and out, make as much money as they can so they can turn over as many people as possible. Charge the vendors like an extortionate amount so they feel like they need to put the prices up, and it just seems like it's snowballing into something like not as fun. Whereas Dana's, it's sort of like how it used to be. It was like people like there's more like less market store people. It's more like just people coming to sell their stuff from their own collections, like myself really. Like I wouldn't be able to go to Doncaster now and just do a stall on my own, like with my own stock, because I don't have enough now. I've sold it over the last few years. But like, yeah, it's crazy money. Is it worth it? Maybe for some, but yeah, it's Dana's is just spot on. I wish more people know about it, but it'd probably get too busy at the same time. Like I say, it's just a great place to just hang out and just chat to people, and because you're not got constant sales. I don't make as much money at that event, but it's not about making money. It's about like just having a good time, really. So anyway, also, so all the stuff that I sold has gone back into buying more stuff for my rug making and all these games. So yeah, my winnings have been spent straight away. So first up, I did a deal with 2T UK. People may have heard of him. So yeah, I picked up Pac-Man. I picked it up when I was just walking around, and then he came to my stall and picked up a couple of games. And people really hate this game. I don't know why. It's like, this is like one of my childhood games. It's got Biro on the back. Terrible, disgraceful. But yeah, so I've got this game. It's a little bit ripped at the top. Has it got a manual? Does it need a 2T iron? I think it's had a 2T iron. I think this is been through the ironing board of 2T. But yeah, it's an honest copy. But yeah, I absolutely love this game. Like, so many people like absolutely like rip it to pieces, like saying it's like one of the reasons like Atari started doing so bad, because it was releasing such poor ports. But this is Pac-Man to me. I didn't know the arcade game. I knew the Atari 2600 game growing up. I wasn't big enough to reach the arcades back when I was playing this. And so all the sound effects and everything about this game, all the square pixels, like, again, ingrained in my memory. Like, I think I know more Atari 2600 sounds than I do any other game, like any other game franchise sort of thing. I think it's because they're so simple, and like you hear them so often. It's great, especially the dying where it's like loop, 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 boop. So I need to stop doing these bloody impressions, don't I? But yeah, really pleased to get this. So thanks for that, Tootie. I hope you enjoy your trade. Next up, which is actually incidentally the last game I got from Darren McGowan. McCowan? I don't know. Sorry about it. I always butcher it. He said basically it was at the end of the day, and he was like, you can have half price off anything off my stall. I was like, okay, I'm coming over like this, and I picked this up, and he was like, yep, give me however much. He said half price, and I was like, I can't have half price of that. That's just too. Yeah, there's giving an offer, and there's giving too much of an offer. So we met in the middle a little bit, and it is Double Dragon. I've just noticed the spine has got a rip on it. Never mind. But that front box art is absolutely stunning. So yeah, really pleased with this, because even though that's the only thing about these modern 2600 games, the artwork is terrible, and someone's used it as a coaster. Yeah, I never had this as a kid. Never even knew about it as a kid. But it's something like I heard about from collecting and everything like that. And it intrigued me. It's like, this is like an impossible port. You can't imagine a game like this on a system like that. It just seems like it just shouldn't work. But I don't know, does it work? One button to do all the moves, jumps, kicks. How? I just don't understand how it's going to work. But I'm intrigued. It's even got like an okay soundtrack to it. Like it actually does the Double Dragon soundtrack to some extent. Next up, we've got some games from Danester81. So again, I went around and I was like, do you want me to pay by card or cash? I'll get some cash later when I've sold a few things. And he was like, yeah, just bring some cash later. So I went to send, at the end of the day, I went to send my little helper Dylan, because he owed me a couple of quid, um, to go over and pay for it. And then it just ensued like the most confusing, like, series of events. Like, I don't even know how it happened, but yeah, it was quite amusing to think about it, especially because it was like Dana couldn't even speak. His voice had completely gone for the event. But yeah, games I got. So first up, I got Superman on the Famicom. Yeah, so I've not bought Famicom games for ages. So there was a couple I wanted, and I thought I'd just make it a nice round number. And yeah, I kind of I've been looking at this for a little bit. It's kind of like a chibi Superman platforming game. I mean, I know a lot of people hate on this because it's like it's not the most Superman-y. Yes, you got like the big jumps and everything like that, but it's like I think it's really hard to make a Superman game because, like, realistically, he's too overpowered to be a hero, if that makes sense. A video game hero, you need to have certain limitations. So, yeah, unfortunately, that's what you had to do in the game. They had to limit him a little bit, but yeah, I don't know. It looks all right. I've not played it yet, obviously. I've just not had time to even put it in. Even comes with an excellent dinosaur sticker on the back, so that makes the value of it probably tenfold. So yeah, nice little cheap game. You can get this on the American NES as well, but I like the blue. Next up, one that I've been wanting for the longest time, and it is Star Wars. So there is a Star Wars game on the PAL and American NES, but this is its own version. This has like Jabba the Hutt turned into like a scorpion as one of the bosses. So was it Jabba the Hutt, or was it even? It might have been what's his name? I'm not using my Star Wars. Like I said, I've been doing a lot of hours just recently. Darth Vader, I think it is, turning into a scorpion. So yeah, it takes a lot of liberties, and because of it, I think it's quite fun. And not only that, but look at that like metallic case. I mean, it's iconic for its own. I think this costs as much as the rest of the games, which Dana did me a solid anyway. So what we got? Goonies 2. I don't know why I've got. I think I've even got this on the American one, but I just kind of really like the art cover. I would love to get the boxes, but do you know what? I think I was talking to Toot about this, and I've mentioned it a few times, but like, it's weird how in Japan the Famicom era like just didn't like you mainly find cartridges and stuff like that. The boxes are usually obliterated, looked absolutely terrible. But then when you get to the Super Famicom era, it's made like if you see a box, they're always in like mint condition. They're being like super well looked after. It's like this weird like sort of like paradigm shift where like from the Super Nintendo, Japanese people just decided to keep and look after all of their like video games like really well. But yeah, it's really hard to get boxed Famicom games. It's like I would like some, but like the price of them is like insane. Like they like really do go through the roof. I think the Namco ones are quite a little bit more reasonable, but like that's because they came in I think they came in clamshells, didn't they? So a little bit maybe hard wearing. Next up, we've got a racing game. A lot of people were like, "What is that game? What is it?" And everyone said Road Blasters. If you was thinking Road Blasters, is it Road Blasters? I might be wrong now because I've not actually looked it up, but to my knowledge, this is Rad Racer, which everyone knows in the silver box on the NES. Sort of like Squaresoft's or Nintendo's version of Outrun. So yeah, cool little game. Like them 8-bit races, they're like limited to me. Like I'll enjoy them for a quick blast and everything like that, but realistically, it's not the replay value is not there. But yeah, I thought it would be cool to have. I think I've seen a couple of people just pick this up recently, so I think that's what kind of got me wanting it. Like I said, I just wanted a few new Famicom games that I don't own into the collection. I've not bought any for ages. So next up, next era of video games. So there's a guy that goes there. He only goes to that market, the Black Country market. I think he lives somewhere abroad and stuff like that. I won't dox him or anything. But yeah, like he always comes with like the finest of import goods. And I always end up buying a game or two off him, and it was no exception. I wanted to get a nice game for the collection, to go back into the Sega Saturn collection. I've been collecting Sega Saturn games a lot again recently, and so I got a couple, and we got the first one. It's Daisymon, Desaimon 2. So what this is, it's like a shoot 'em up construction kit. So it's on a lot of platforms and everything like that. You can get it for the Super Famicom, PS1. There's like a kids one on the PS1, N64. But what's intriguing about this one? So this one has a few stock levels on it that you can play. But what's cool about this is you can download and burn onto a CD a load of like level packs, and you can use it to burn it into sort of like one of them action replay cards. I think that's how you do it. You can put some of the levels on it, and then play it on this. So it's sort of like an infinite hack of video games. So I really need to get around to doing that. I might have to get another one of them action replay cards. I'm not too sure if you can do it on the Satiator, but I will check to see if that is something that I can maybe do. But yeah, like some of the games that are on there is a list somewhere out there where all the levels that have like in the ether that are available to download have all been like sort of like ranked to like the best to worst. And it'd be cool just to have one day of just like going through them all. I've said I was going to do it once before. I think I got around to playing one, and that was it. So yeah, really intrigued to actually using that to its full extent. And next up, so we only got two Sega Saturn games, and I thought he had like such a choice of games that I could have got, and I decided I'm going to get one game that I've not had before, so I'm not beating the same drum. So I say that I've not had before because I have had this game before, but it was on a different system. I don't know if that may alert you to what the game is, but yeah, it's Twinkle Star Sprites on the Sega Saturn. So yeah, Twinkle Star Sprites. Yeah, this is a cute 'em up, but it's very unique, especially for the time. I don't know if there was any other shooters that were like this. There's been a few since, especially there's one on the Switch and the PS4. But yeah, basically this kind of plays a bit like a Bubble Bobble, 2-player Bubble Bobble. You have like a side of the screen each, and the more damage and everything like that you do on your side of the screen, it'll start throwing stuff over to the other side. And yeah, it's quite an interesting prospect. It's definitely a multiplayer game. Possibly why it didn't do as well as it did, and probably why it's probably quite a little bit sought after. It's not the cheapest game, but yeah, it comes with the spine cartridge. It's got a second disc, which is why it warrants the two case thing. I mean, not all of these Sega Saturn games do warrant it, but this one does. I don't know actually what's on the second disc. Like I say, I used to have this on the Dreamcast, which is why I never really raced out to get the Sega Saturn one, because it's not the cheapest of titles. Like I say, I bought this with my winnings, so this was quite nice to have. Oh, I forgot to bring the keyring. I got a keyring from Sean's, was it daughter or not daughter? Is it? Yeah, daughter. I don't know. I'm rubbish at this. But yeah, she started making loads of keyrings and starting to go to the stalls, and she was charging way too less for them. So I rounded it up, and she was like, no, you need to have your change. I was like, no, you need to start selling these for more, because they were like good keyrings. It was like proper, like you had like a little character, and then you had like a chain, and then a little bit of a tag as well. Like really good quality, and she was charging like stupidly cheap. And I said, if you're going to do Doncaster, definitely charge more. So Sean, don't let her not do that. Right, next up. So I picked these up at the Black Country Gaming Market, but the deal was made at the previous Black Country Gaming Market. So these are from Craig's Here Again. I've not seen him for ages, not since this. It feels weird. I've not had my Craig's Hero game fix. But yeah, he took some games off my stall. And it was like, how much are you? And I was like, I can't take money off you. I'd rather do a trade or something like that, because it would just be weird him paying me. It's the amount. I mean, my whole collection is pretty much from his lockup these days. Like, I didn't really sell much of his stuff because it was all imports and stuff, all the stuff that I wanted to keep. So yeah, I started collecting PS2 again, and yeah, the game that we agreed on was, well, one of them is Twinkle Star Sprites. This is kind of why I also picked up this in some ways. Originally, I was like, oh, I'm not going to pick this up, but I wouldn't mind getting it again on the PS2 because I knew it was on here. I actually thought this was just I just thought it was that. I didn't realize this is actually a sequel. So I actually don't know too much about this version, so I'm quite intrigued to give this a play. And in fact, this will be a great game to play on the stream, I think. So I need to make sure that this is on my PS2 that I bring. So yeah, I don't know I can't remember if this is an expensive game or not. But I'm assuming it'll be it's got a couple of quid to it because the Saturn one was. But yeah, next up we've got Gradius 5. And yeah, I was playing this the other day on my PS2, on my chip PS2, which has got all the games on it. And I was playing this, and I was like, "Do you know what? I've not got this. I've not got this in my collection. I need to go get it." So yeah, when we was doing the games, I was like, "Do you still have this? If so, put it on my pile." And yeah, I mean, this is a fantastic game. It's bloody hard though. It really is. It doesn't. This is, I think, harder than the original Gradius. I don't know if that's because I played the first one so much, but this is such a spectacle. It's such a cool looking game. Yeah, it's just even looking at it now just makes me think I need to play this as soon as possible. But yeah, that's the stuff I picked up. Just want to say thanks again to Dana for putting another great event on. I'm just really looking forward to the next one. And also looking forward to this weekend for Gordon Gib 84's awesome stream. Even if I don't know, there's not going to be anything bad about it because we're all going to be there making it excellent. So anyway, thanks for watching. Peace.